Good on mine. Cool.
We're going live.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a special episode of Scourge of the Dragon Sea. This is a little bonus episode because at the end of our last session, Ithvuc was about to do some monumental things, and the rest of the party were about to roll initiative and get into combat. So it would be hard to do both of those at the same time. So I'm here with Ithvuc to get his stuff sorted reasonably simply.
Wow, spoilers for tomorrow.
Also, BluePopStream.
I think everyone assumed combat was going to happen after last session.
So just a note for anyone watching, you might notice that the icons that are on the right are not working. There is a Discord permission issue in play. It will hopefully be resolved by next stream.
Yeah,
This
you
is
can't
live
see
entertainment,
which one of
folks.
us is talking. I'm sure you know our voices by now, though.
Yeah.
Whoever happens
Yeah.
to watch.
I do have the Discord voice chat overlay icon still in there.
Yeah. Okay. So, with that all being said, Ithvuc, do you remember where we left off?
I'm standing around the middle of the central mast. I had just shot a guy who fell to the ground. And yeah, that's pretty much it, as far as I remember.
The guy fell to the ground. There were shouts of alarm. You hear, "There must be someone on board. Find the bastard!" What would you like to do from this position?
Well, since I'm already here, and this is just going to make things even worse for everybody, I'm going to draw my flaming sword and set the sails on fire.
Nice.
Okay. I'm going to ask you to roll an attack roll. Not because this is particularly difficult, but because we live in a system of laws.
I can't believe I just had a we live in a society moment.
I rolled a fucking one.
To attack inanimate ship sails.
Thank you.
Thank you, Yoshi.
So, now what does a nat 1 on that mean?
Dude, I better not fucking drop my sword.
I was thinking you try to swing your sword and you whiff it so hard that it flies out of your hand.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
I gotta open my character sheet. I didn't have that open yet.
Okay. So you swing and you cut a large gash in the sail beneath you. However, doing so does throw your sort of body weight in a very strange way. And as you cut this gash, you almost you start to pull yourself off of the beam that you are standing on, but manage to catch onto the little bit of mast up to the crow's nest before you topple right over. No negative effects or anything, but you could have fallen yourself.
Christ, overkill startled me.
He does that.
Gunshot sound.
Mm-hmm.
So, the sails are on fire. You have now been spotted by everyone. You hear shouts of, "There he is! He's up there! Get the crossbows!" And you do hear one. Give me a second here. Your AC is 17 right now.
16.
16? Okay, still doesn't hit. Cool. You hear a pistol shot, and you look down and see the captain holding a flintlock pointed up at, or he's now reloading. Presumably, he's the one who just fired at you. The bullet sort of whizzes between the in the space between you and the mast now.
Can I see the door to below decks?
Yes, you can. It is. You are probably 90 feet in the air right now, but you can absolutely see the. Yes, you can.
All right. Well, it's only been about 6 seconds, so I'm sure there's enough sail left for me to do this. I'm going to do the same thing I did to the giant earlier in this campaign. Down the sails.
All right. I am going to ask for another, or give me an acrobatics check. Cool. Super, you look straight out of some super stylized pirate movie, sliding down through the oilcloth. Still quite quickly because gravity is gravity, but you are far more slowly than if you had just jumped.
Bolting out the door.
Yeah, you land, you sort of tuck and roll and land sprinting towards the door. You hear more clamor behind you. There's one guy between you and the door. He is going to try and take a swipe at you with his saber. For a 21 to hit.
Shield. No, I'm not going to actually do that. You'd still hit me anyway. just to be clear.
That's a D8 plus that. You take 7 points of slashing damage as he swings his saber and just catches you kind of across the arm. It's not a ton of damage. It's not a super grievous wound, but you have taken some. You get to the door and it is closed, so whatever happens, it's going to slow you down a little bit.
I mean, as I pass, I'm going to fucking kill this dude too.
Sure, give me an attack roll.
He hit me. That was his
100%.
decision making.
You shot me.
You shot me. That hits.
I don't have it on my bar, so I'm going to do this real quick.
Hmm.
I have to roll the attack because of.
Oh, you're dumping everything into this poor sod. Okay.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
Yeah. Okay.
Fucking die.
Wow.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, he slashes you, and as you go past, you kind of attack over your shoulder at him. You didn't roll your sword's fire damage either.
Oh, did I not?
No. You only rolled the piercing damage. Okay.
It's 3.
So that's 25 points of damage. So he's sort of nicks you with the tip of his saber. You stab at him with your rapier as you run past, and clean in through one shoulder. You don't even slow down as you pull it back out of him, and he crumples to the ground. His clothes sort of starting to catch fire. And you hit critical. You hit some important bodily systems. You reach this door. A couple of crossbow bolts thud into the deck around you as they fire after you, as you have now killed 2 of their people and lit their sails on fire. But you make it through the door on your way below decks. I will say, aside from your sword, it is low light, if not darkness, down here.
Immediately
Overkill
starts
says,
going out. Why wouldn't it?
Overkill says, take his soul for the road.
Oh yeah,
that's
also that happens.
Yeah, that's without mentioning.
So and
how the crew reacts.
initially it just looks like smoke coming off of the flame, but there's far more of it than there should be.
I feel like taking a soul from someone you kill is important enough to mention, regardless of frequency.
Yeah.
Regardless. Jesus.
So yeah, you eat his soul.
This character is way darker than I intended him to originally fucking be.
I know your background is a revelry pirate, and it's some kind of revelry.
Yeah, I even went out of my way to not take the bad reputation part.
Can't have a bad reputation if there are no witnesses.
Fair fucking.
Anyway, you are below decks. You are in the darkness. You say you extinguish the sword now as well?
Yep.
Cool.
I still
Makes
have
sense.
my bonus action, so.
Yeah, absolutely fair. Does that require a bonus action to put out too?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
It's the action to speak the command word. The command.
Yeah. Oh,
Or until you drop or sheathe it.
it's a bonus action either way.
Hmm?
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, you are below decks. You see this place is pretty cluttered. This deck, you do, like, on one side is a closed door. Yeah, you have dark vision. And you can see in the sort of, like, in the black and white vision that you have down here, you see it says Captain. I feel like I named him and I'm just forgetting his name, but it's the captain's quarters right there. And it seemed like that takes probably, like, you come down the stairs and it's like you would turn to see the rest of the ship, and then right across from the bottom of the stairs is the doorway to the captain's quarters. The rest of the ship is quite cluttered with bunks. This is also a gun deck. This is, like, you see a couple barrels of gunpowder, and, you know, cannonballs and things like that near the cannons. None of them are in particular firing position right now. Are you doing anything to, like, move down here quietly?
I mean, once I'm down here and I know I'm in the darkness, have the sword out. Yes, I would be trying to muffle my movement as much as I can.
So you give me a quick stealth check.
You said this is darkness, right?
Yes, you have advantage. You do see there are two sailors down here who both seem very, very confused, and, like, heard the door open, saw you come in, the sword went out, and you apparently vanished to them. So they're both, like, one has a flintlock pistol, like, out, his hands are shaking. The other, like, picked up a like belaying pin that he wants to use, like, holding it ready to hit you as if it's a club. You see that there's a further staircase, sort of like come down and through and then straight back again, like down, essentially directly underneath the other stairwell, to head further down into the ship.
I'm just gonna let those guys sit there and be afraid for a bit and go down further.
Sure. You make it down the next flight of stairs. You can get into a cargo hold. This is still pretty cluttered, but there even seems to be a touch more organization. You see a couple chests and crates and things like that. And then at the far, like, in the nose of the ship, like far at the prow, there's actually, like, an iron grate with a similar, like, iron door. Behind that, you see a stack of gunpowder, what kegs that you recognize as gunpowder, on one side of it, and on the other side, you see a really stout-looking chest with a fat padlock on it.
Damn it. Damn it.
Hit him with the old fat lock.
Is the gate locked?
The gate is locked. You can hear footsteps have come down the stairs above you. You shouted voices back and forth. Where did he go? What? He vanished? Right, that's not bloody possible. Find him! And you hear, you know, orders barked, that sort of thing.
He vanished, he did!
I'm gonna pick the lock on the gate as much as.
Sure. Give me a sleight of hand check. Cool. It takes a couple seconds, but these sort of it takes probably 30 seconds, which feels like forever to you as people are clomping around. You see a couple people like poke their head down, look, see nothing, and head back up. But
Security on the ship is terrible.
You manage to get the lock. We pause a second as the and the lock sort of like opens within the door, and then you don't hear any further movement in your direction, and you feel like you may be okay to continue with your activity.
I'm going to try to open the chest.
Okay. The door itself swings open with a creak that sounds incredibly loud to you in this situation. But you...
Damn it, I should have had a roll.
you sort of like, you get the sense that like time, you should move quicker rather than more cautiously. But you don't, again, like there's another person that's like, what was that? And like looks down, doesn't see much. Especially as you sort of like hastily swing the door at least back into a closed position, even if it's not locked, I would imagine.
Well, yeah.
Okay. And they, you hear boots clomping around because there's no way, and you hear like, there's no way he got past them without them knowing he went downstairs. Yeah, and you see this big, stout chest, iron banded, fat steel padlock on the front of it. If you would like to pick it, give me another sleight of hand check.
I mean, just the 13.
Yeah, you sort of like jimmy it a bit. This is a particularly tough lock. It takes you a little bit longer, and you hear the last tumbler sort of like fall into place. You twist to open it, and you feel one of your picks break off in it. Not to the point that your thieves' tools are unusable, but this lock is no longer operable.
Damn.
But you get the lock open, it will not close again.
Fine by me. I'm gonna open it up and see what's inside.
Inside, you find a large gem that seems like, as you sort of look at it, you still can't see color. A large gem of some sort. You can like sort of vaguely see through it, and it almost looks like the like what light there is or isn't traveling through this consistently. You also see in there, you see a wand that looks like it has like vines wrapping up the handle of it, and a pouch that seems quite full of something.
I'm gonna immediately pocket all of these, and then get to work boring a hole into one of the gunpowder barrels.
Sure, you pull out a dagger, and you know that these barrels you can easily just pop off the top, which is what's usually done. As you then put transfer powder into horns, and the horns are what's used to load.
Yeah,
you're the quartermaster on your ship. You know how this shit works.
Well, I was trying to make it not obvious that I'm doing something down
yeah. Oh yeah. I know. Like, you know that you could do that. You are trying to like kind of prick at a hole or wear away at an edge of one of the boards, right?
Towards the back of the stack where it wouldn't be readily visible from the staircase.
Sure. Give me a... What kind of check would this really be? Honestly, I'm just going to ask for a strength check. No, well, strength or dex, your call. I know you're going to choose dex. You're a rogue. But
I was gonna say, need you ask?
It's a.
I have a +3 to one and a +0 to the other. What would I pick?
It again takes you a little bit of time, but eventually you see like a couple grains of the gunpowder inside this keg kind of tumble around your blade as you do this. Yeah. What's the plan from here?
Sorry, I had to yell it. Overkill. I'm not doing the fucking Meridius beacon shit.
I was gonna say, I don't know if this is a reference I don't get. Overkill said a new hand touches the beacon.
Skyrim's Beacon of Meridia.
Yeah.
Which you can find in just about any container anywhere.
The annoying part
is
that's decided when you start the character is where it is.
Yeah, like random container somewhere in Skyrim is an orb, and as soon as you pick it up, you hear a disembodied voice say, "A new hand touches the beacon," and you get a side quest that says, "Return the beacon to whatever the place is called."
Weird.
You get a cool sword, but fuck that quest.
I don't think I ever found that when I played Skyrim.
So much. It has the stupidest beam of light puzzle in it, in every room of it.
Quote unquote puzzle. It's just click a pedestal.
Yeah, click a pedestal to turn the pedestals right to get the beam into the next hole into the next room.
So it was typical Zelda dungeon.
Yeah.
Yes.
But like Zelda usually gives a tool that you can do it at range, but like rooms are big. You have to walk over and like slap each one 4 times. Ugh. Yeah. And if you don't get the setup just quite right, like you're like, that one went too many times or whatever, you don't realize till you get to the next one. You're just all around. Anyway, that's a tangent, and me just bitching about my first playthrough when I wanted that sword. Anyway. So, yeah, you sort of bore out a reasonable sized hole in this cask of gunpowder.
Now, I know rope doesn't burn all that great.
Correct.
Now, I have a question for you because I am legitimately not sure about this. Does hemp rope burn better or does silk rope burn better, faster?
So you want speed is the purpose you're looking for.
Wait, no, I only have the silk rope left. Because the other rope is still back in the cave with the kobolds. Fuck.
So I am actually going to do something that a lot of people say don't do when you're running D&D. I am going to Google this. What burns faster, hemp or silk? Fabric burn test chart.
That depends on what kind of silk you're thinking of, Overkill. Because modern stuff is usually more made of plastics rather than what actual silk is.
Flame and residue. Hemp burns quickly. Silk
so many
burns
microplastics.
slowly. Silk is slow burning.
All right, so I'll cut about a foot off of this rope I've got. Nah, half a foot, and then stick it in there and light my sword, light it on fire, and go up and try to get people's attention.
Okay. So you're more or less turning this into a Molotov cocktail of gunpowder.
Nice.
Yes, at the bottom of a ship.
Cool. I don't know how to put any more emphasis on what I'm about to say, but are you sure?
Yeah, ship's going down one way or the fucking other.
Okay. Cool. Right. So you're wanting to turn the silk into a fuse. I am going to
soak it in some sort of oil beforehand. I can probably find some.
See, as much as silk burns slowly, I'm not worried about fuse time as far as it taking too long. So you shit.
You okay?
Do that. Yeah. I'm trying to think.
Just in case,
So
Emily's watching this, I just have to make this reference. It's stuck in my head. There seems to be some sort of hissing lit fuse.
That would not actually happen in this case.
It wouldn't be hissing, that's for sure.
No, I know. I just have to make the Clone High joke in case Emily's watching.
The reason actual fuses hiss is usually because there's some degree of accelerant being burned alongside the fuse.
Yeah.
Yes.
So burning silk. You know from your just general experience as a pirate dealing with gunpowder and explosives, you won't have a ton of time. As much as this won't like instantly go off, you won't have a ton of time to get people's attention down here, etc. You are probably best served just getting the hell out of Dodge.
Before I make a decision on that, about how much gunpowder is here in this spot?
I was going to say, maybe is there some sort of roll he can make to have a good estimate of how much time he has?
So there's two separate questions. One is how much gunpowder. You're probably looking at like 15 kegs of gunpowder here. Which is a sizable explosion.
Yeah, I was kind of ruling it in a way. Since my character is experienced with gunpowder, I'm using what I know about it.
Yeah. As far as the time for the fuse to burn, could I get a... I want to say just knowledge, but that's not a thing. Are you proficient in any intelligence skills that aren't religion?
I'm not even proficient in religion.
Okay, so you have no... Okay, cool. Give me an intelligence check, just real quick. Sure, this is going to go swimmingly.
I mean, not bad. Why do I actually get good rolls on ints?
It's going to go swimmingly.
Yeah, you have, I would say, maybe a grand total of 5 minutes to get off this ship and get out of the blast radius.
Honestly, if I'm not caring about being stealthy, that would not be hard.
Fair, you're a rogue. Tight quarters, you still hear people moving around upstairs and looking for you. So while...
You did add those items to my inventory first, right? Because I did say I grabbed those.
I have not yet, but I shall do so. I think the worst part of this for you will be it'll take some time for you to find out what those are, because probably won't come up next session, like tomorrow.
Yeah.
No, it's not a weapon. What am I doing? So I am going to put in... Is there just loot? There's loot. Large orb. I am not giving you any sort of like detail in this because you don't know.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Viney wand. And
bag of stuff.
Stuffed bag of stuff. This bag is full.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. So, how are you getting the hell out of Dodge?
Well, first, I'm going to copy one of the faces of the guys who looked fucking terrified, like they were about to wet themselves on that floor.
Okay, you do that.
I'm just going to try to walk right on out. Looking like I'm trying to search around while we're running.
Okay. Give me a performance check.
Hooray! A proficiency I took is actually being present.
Okay. I was ready for that for him. Like, hey, wait, sure. So you make your way upstairs to that like gun deck. You find yourself. There's probably like 6 or 7 guys down here. It's real tight quarters. You, for a split second, as you're sort of looking around, you like bump into one of the other guys, and you like look at him, and it's the guy whose face you took.
I knew it.
Oh, by the way, there are a couple lanterns lit down here now.
Yeah, that's why I did the face thing.
Yeah. So you are visible. But you like lock eyes with the guy, realize that that's the guy that you took the face of, and you just kind of like push him away and carry on. And you hear, "Wait, that's him! That's him!"
Did you copy his whole outfit or just his face?
I copied everything about them.
Yeah.
Okay. This spell is really good.
Disguise self is very good.
Yeah.
It's better. As much as it consumes a spell slot, it's better than fucking changeling shape changing, because changeling only changes the body.
Mm-hmm.
Clothes stay whatever clothes you had.
Yeah.
Anyway,
The upside is changeling is not countered by true sight.
Correct. That is true. You continue on and get to the bottom of the stairs, and in the commotion, give me a dexterity saving throw. As the captain's door is opening immediately in front of you.
Is this the captain coming out, I think?
It is.
Oh boy.
So you take. You not /E/R. You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as the door opens in your face. Yep. And like interrupts your movement. He's like, "So you found him then?" And I think at this point I want to roll initiative.
I was actually going to immediately say, "Yeah, he's down there. The fucker stole my face."
Give me a deception check.
Oh shit! I actually don't have proficiency in this one.
Shocking.
You insight. Okay.
It's a 12.
Okay. The captain like swings the door shut behind him, looks at you, looks over your shoulder, and then draws his pistol as if to shoot. I'm going to say that deception attempt was your action on your first turn. But
Okay.
but it's essentially going to go them you. Luckily, the tight quarters mean like only 1 or 2 people can really get a shot off at you, at a time.
So wait, just to clarify, did the deception succeed or fail? You said he pointed his gun.
Failed.
Okay.
He's pointing his gun at Ithvuc. Like,
okay.
Drawing it like it's not even full arm. It's just like draw and fire sort of situation.
Rolling initiative, no? Oh, I can't. You don't have a...
Yeah, encounter. I mean, it's really just going to be them you, back and forth. So initiative is kind of superfluous. I'm going to say that was like your first action. Whatever.
Why am I rolling shit? I'll take him now while I'm already on the way out. I've already won.
In a sense, now the decision is Pyrrhic victory or legitimate victory. But yeah, you take So he shoots you like in the gut. You take 12 points of piercing damage.
What was his roll? With disadvantage, because I am right next to him.
He doesn't have disadvantage on this save.
Oh, save.
He rolled an. He doesn't have a disadvantage on this attack. He rolled a 19.
Yeah, I shield that.
Sure. Okay. So you cast shield, where there's going to be one more attack against you.
AC is 21 now.
Yes. You sort of get the sense of a blade pinging off the barrier sort of around you. And it is your turn again. The captain is in front of you, like interposing himself between you and the rest of, your escape.
For the moment, still wearing this guy's face, but I'm going to drop that spell as I say, it was worth a try, and put my mask on my head.
Sure. Okay. The mask is on.
And since I don't really have anything I could do with my bonus action, unless you're saying this counts as a new turn.
This is a new turn.
Well, I'm good. I'm just going to stab him then.
Sure. Stab away. Notably, you do not have sneak attack because you are surrounded. You are effectively surrounded.
I mean, counterpoint. Steady aim.
Sure.
I didn't roll that at advantage, my bad.
So yeah, roll it again, just to see if there's a crit. You hit.
It is not on fire, so I'm not going to have that.
Sure. All right, 18 points to the cap. Oh.
I am a Gloomstalker.
You are a Gloomstalker.
Oh, fuck, that was all.
That one misses. What is the actual wording on steady aim? Is it for just the one attack, or is it for all attacks?
Yes, it is only one attack.
Okay, cool. So, sounds good. You stab him, pull it out, and like you're kind of get caught in the tight quarters again as you try and thrust forward. He, with a incredibly quickly, actually reloads his pistol. You get the sense that he is very practiced at this. However, again, as you're sort of moving chaotically, the pistol, he can't get a good shot on you, and the shot rings out. He's also going to try and swing at you with his saber that he's drawing. You're as chaos is breaking out, this guy's not able to get a good, decent shot at you. The sailor behind you is going to try and attack you. It turns out this whole ship is rolling like garbage.
Hey, Tabubu, thanks for tuning in.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to a mini session.
This is someone who's playing in our current Baldur's Gate run.
Oh, fun. Hello. So, cool. You're sort of dodging and weaving all of this going on. That pistol ball. Give me 1 second here to make a roll. Tight quarters and stuff everywhere. Yeah. Okay. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice that pistol ball actually strikes one of the kegs of gunpowder sitting by one of the cannons on this level, and creates a hole, and there's gunpowder spilling out now. It is your turn.
I'm just killing the captain.
Sure.
I am going to use the bonus action to light my sword.
You light your sword.
Stealth is out the fucking window.
That hits.
Does this roll all the damage? No, it does not. Okay.
Okay.
That only rolls the fire for some reason.
Yeah. And then you click the regular damage. Yeah.
It applied my dex there already. It looks like it did.
It did not. So your dex is plus 3?
Plus 3, yeah.
So 13 damage there. Okay.
I did not study aim, so I do not get that.
Correct.
I do still get this, though.
Yeah, that's true. That doesn't matter. Get it out of the way now. Okay, so you dealt 18 damage this round. He's not looking amazing. He's done better in previous duels than he's doing right now. Do you attempt to move at all?
No, I'm unconcerned. I am going to say, for once, I'd like him to send someone actually competent after us.
Okie dokie. The captain is actually going to attempt to shove you. I need an athletics check from you to not get knocked the fuck over.
I believe for opposed checks, it is either that or acrobatics.
I'll allow it because I know like to break out of grapples and stuff it is, but yeah. Cool. He attempts to shove you. You succeed on dodging out of the way. He is going to like the backs, so like as he's standing back up from that, he's going to slash at you with his saber for a 25 to hit.
Yep, can't stop that.
Oh, that should have been one second. I need to re-roll this real quick.
However.
Okay, you take 9 points of slashing damage.
And he needs to make a dex save.
Oh boy. Dex saving throw. Normal. So he fails. And so he hits you and across, and as the ice that you direct at him from this sort of like echo ripples, like it starts as frost up the blade, and as it reaches his hand, it starts to just like ice him over entirely, and then it all sort of cracks and falls away as he and now the way is.
How much damage did I take?
You took. I rolled it somewhere.
I think you said 9.
Yeah, 9 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
There's also a one coming in from behind you for 19 to hit.
Just for extra fun and make it even more unsettling for me against these guys, I'm going to grab the sword as he stabbed me and freeze it.
Sure. Okay, you do take another 8 points of slashing damage from behind you.
Yeah, I can't do a reaction to stop shit.
That's, I believe, 3 souls you've eaten now, and the way is open in front of you to get back up onto the deck. One from the guy you stabbed, or about to come through the door. The captain.
Oh, the captain's dead.
Yeah. he like, so you're now like holding this like frosty sword.
Yeah, that didn't get communicated.
Oh, I meant to say that like the ice kind of came across and then shattered behind it. So you holding that sword, like you probably still have the captain's hand frozen to it.
Jesus
but he dies.
fucking Christ.
So that's 2. I was wrong. I miscounted. That's 2 souls you have eaten today.
No, that would be 3. Because there was the guy on the sails.
You didn't melee kill him? You shot him with your
It
crossbow.
doesn't say melee. It says within 5 feet.
Okay, cool. All good. Whatever. Okie dokie. So you are theoretically able to get onto the main deck now. It is your turn.
I'm just gonna smile at that guy who I copied the face of and bolt.
Sure. You start running.
Double action. Sprinting.
Just okay, full on like moving thrice your normal movement speed.
That is a total of 100 of 90 feet because I no longer have that ability.
Cool. You are going to take 1 potential attack of opportunity. For 24 to hit. You take another 4 points of slashing that just like nicks, like it just kind of like nicks your ass as you start your way up the stairs.
No, you fucker.
Get like, so your 90 feet of movement could get you in the water if you wanted it to.
Yes.
Cool. So you like, as you're sprinting, you're like, you stow the crossbow, stow your flame tongue, and just dive over. As you hit the water and start swimming, it's just a couple minutes later that you see that ship, like especially the front of the ship, consumed in a fireball that is like half submerged. As that powder store goes up, and then that fireball catches the other powder kegs elsewhere on the ship, and the whole thing just goes up. I would like to redirect everyone to the gif of Norrington walking down the ship as it's blowing up behind him.
Oh, I love that scene.
Turning to splinters.
I love that scene.
Now, this went kind of like front to back with a big explosion to start, but that's kind of what happened to the ship.
Anyone who makes it into the water and is not pulled in the ship's wake as it sinks, I am going to kill.
Cool. Let me roll some dice here. Okay. So, you see you are going to take 6 more points of damage as they kind of like struggle back against you as you swim up by them. But there isn't really a ton of resistance, and you get another 12 souls.
Holy
Jesus Christ.
She's eating good today.
Does that like cumulatively push back the cooldown on when you need souls, or is it like if you get more than 3, it doesn't matter?
That's up to him.
I am going to say you don't know what happens if you get a shitload of souls. But you have done so. Eventually, you return to your ship. After all of that, your efforts, as much as you eat the souls, it does nothing to get rid of the blood that would be left behind by these corpses. So as you start swimming away, you do note, like you do see like sharks starting to rip through the corpses left behind as well.
Let him.
Oh yeah, like I'm not saying you should do anything about that. I'm just giving you some flavor.
I'll even just, as I'm swimming away, just look back and wave at the shark as it goes past.
All right, awesome. I think that's all we really need to cover here tonight. So I hope everyone enjoyed a like little half session of pirates getting fucking gooned on. Because like Ithvuc just had a little stroll, really.
That was what Alucard would refer to as a walk. Very enthusiastic walk.
Fucking great. I'm just going to go back to the ship, sit down, and like start tending to my gear and my injuries, because that did take half my health, about thereabouts.
But you got a lot done in half your HP.
Yeah.
I can't wait to in character show up back to the ship and go, "Hey, what happened to that other ship?"
I mean, I could show you. Want to go for a swim?
Itchy, you would hear it.
Oh, did we hear that from inside the temple?
At the very least, the people in town would hear it.
Okay. We'd be inside the temple at this point, would we?
Yeah, 100%. Okay, cool.
We're just having communion with this serene, beautiful goddess of the moon, then just somewhere in the distance.
And everyone's like, oh no,
what?
Ithvuc. All right. So, I suppose because we're wrapping up a mini session, I still need to ask, Ithvuc, what was your favorite part of the session?
This is all fucking big. This is all great.
Now, Ithvuc has his main character moment. Yeah. All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching this mini episode. Do all the things that you're supposed to do. That, like, like, follow, subscribe. There's no donation, anything, right, Itchy?
No.
Okay. Cool. And anything that you want to do to support us, go ahead and do it. Twitch Prime subs are free. Give us those Bezos bucks. Give Itchy the Bezos bucks. I get nothing. I'm just here having fun with friends playing D&D. Like, it's a good time.
Overkill, you're part of this group. You don't have to.
You used your Prime sub last week because you were tired of the ads.
Look, you're not allowed to beg for money on his stream.
But yeah, thank you, everyone, for watching. And I believe Raven is doing something later.
Yes, I can!
I overkill.
I absolutely can! Subscribe to that overkill guy!
Yeah, so you and Raven are doing some shit later? Oh yeah, they're doing their D&D game.
Okay, there we go. So if you just stick around for like another, 20 minutes, I think you said? There's D&D happening right here again.
Yet more D&D!
If you are a fan of Dungeons and or Dragons, you're in for a great time.
And then tomorrow night,
everyone.
Tomorrow night we're doing the next session of this D&D campaign, and then immediately after that we're doing more Baldur's Gate, which is video game D&D.
So again,
I can't wait to fly off the wall in next session.
So, fans of Dungeons and or Dragons, you're eating good in the next 24 hours.
Yeah.
Anyone watching on YouTube, thanks for watching on YouTube. Tune in most Mondays at 8 p.m.
Eastern. Just Eastern,
whatever time. EDT, EST, whatever it is right now. At Ixie Studios. Ixie Studios, that's it. You got 100 handles, dude.
Ixie Studios.
Ixie Studios on Twitch. Yeah. Did I get all the calls to action?
That's fine.
Cool. Take us away.
All right. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.